What's up, guys? I'm back, and now we're actually taking a look at Optimus Prime and Jetfire combined. And these again are the Studio Series figures. So 32 is Optimus and 35 is Jetfire. So they do combine, and there's different variations. There's different things you can do when combining this guy. Now, I was going to do the whole video of combining them, but there's plenty of videos out there of how to take them apart and put them back together and all that good stuff. So this is kind of my interpretation of it, and you know, you pretty much do what you want. That's the cool thing about these kind of figures. But a couple things, I'll go over a couple things that I don't like and a few things that I do really like, and I'll do some comparisons also. So you can see that he looks good. I mean, he is definitely a much bigger figure, looks great. You can see he holds the axe, which let me just take that out. So he does hold Jetfire's axe. Now, my one gripe, you can see I have Optimus's cannon mounted. This is Jetfire's landing gear, okay, which is awesome as a cane and landing gear, I guess. But you're supposed to be able to fold this up, and this open port is supposed to go into his lower arm here. But, and I know I'm not the only one with this issue, you can tab it on, but it fires right off, and I can actually see some stress marks starting. So I'm not going to keep forcing it. I could take a X-Acto blade and just kind of open that up a bit, but I'll be honest, this figure is not staying in this mode, so I'm just going to leave that off to the side and pretend that it doesn't exist. But other than that, I think it's definitely awesome. I mean, the detail is very cool. I like it's very stable, so you could certainly display it this way. You can see with the backpack, I have mine set up a little bit different. You know, in instructions, they want this up, and you know, you have to look at this massive tower in the back, which looks awful. So I just kind of fold everything back, kind of straighten it up, and it gives him, just pull back a bit here, it gives him more of that winged look, which he did have in the movie. So I think that's a real cool look. But you know, he's, like I said, he's very stable. You can kind of position things how you want. You know, these shoulders look cool. So it's definitely a really neat idea, and I'm glad that they did it. One gripe I have is this cannon that, you know, you make of the front half of Jetfire. And these pieces are the pieces that are under the wings that do tab right in. And again, I know this isn't something that's in the instructions. There's a port that you wind up creating here, and it does mount. And Optimus, I'm sure you've seen a million videos, but it just looks awful because this thing is bigger, almost halfway to Optimus. Like, it's just too big. It just makes no sense. So I just leave it. I'm just leaving it off and taking these pieces, and I think I had them like this before. Let's just mess around here. So yep, just like that. So what you can do is you can mount these pieces in, and you can put them in various ways. I kind of like having them a little bit angled, and what that does is it just adds a little bit of bulk to Optimus, so it looks cool. I mean, I like it. You can do whatever you want. I mean, you can put them wherever you want. Yeah, so I mean, again, really cool option. If you're buying both figures, it is definitely something that's neat. This would just be something that I would just leave off to the side because it's pretty much meaningless, but it looks cool when he's holding the axe and he's got the cannon. Maybe somebody will make some add-ons for this later on. You know, who knows? I mean, there's definitely a lot of options out there. Some comparisons. Let's see. So I do have, I'm just going to move him back just a touch. Move him back just a touch. I don't know if, it's making things worse. So I do have him with the first Optimus, so you can see the size difference between the two, which is cool. Put him back. And let's see. Here's a figure I like to compare with Ironhide. So that's cool. I mean, you know, he's towering over Ironhide, which he should. So, you know, that's definitely makes sense. Good scale, if you ask me. Yeah, I mean, any other figures, I don't know, that make sense. Actually, I got one that makes sense. Hold on. Now this guy makes sense. A little bit of Megatron action, because they were in the same movie together. So this is obviously Studio Series Megatron from Revenge of the Fallen. So, and I think the number is 21 on this. Now this is a little off on scale, because this Megatron is the same size as combined Jetfire, Optimus Prime. So, you know, it's like the stacks are higher, but it's, you know, almost the same size. So, but I mean, whatever, it is what it is. You know, I certainly don't want to bash this figure. I certainly think it's cool. And again, if this is something that you want to pick up for yourself, I did get both of these figures at Super V Toys. Link will be below as always, and I am not sure if he has any stock, so check the website. He might. I feel like I saw that he still had the 2-pack of the Jetfire and the Megatrons available. Maybe he has an Optimus, so check out his website. I mean, it's definitely worth it. Great prices, you know, great shipping, very affordable. So, but yeah, I mean, again, this is just a quick review of this guy. I didn't go into too much detail, obviously, but again, very neat. It's a great option. You know, it's something fun to combine the two of these. It reminds me of the actual, you know, Revenge of the Fallen figures. So, you know, again, that was massive. I wish I had that still, but I don't, unfortunately. So, you know, this is certainly the next best thing, I think. So yeah, so check them out. Like I said, if you guys want to pick them up, Super V Toys, and I'll be back with the next one. There's a lot of new stuff coming, so you know, please subscribe, like, favorite. I appreciate it, and we'll be back soon. Thanks, guys.